Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about the last bit of self-care. We've already talked about physical self-care, caring for your body. We've talked about mental self-care. And today we're going to talk about spiritual self-care. So some people hear the word spiritual and they get kind of freaked out. Um, Spiritual doesn't have to be religious, affiliated with some religion. It can be just connecting to whatever it is that you find is meaningful and holy. Uh, that could be your you may have a connection with the universe or believe in the universe and just a greater being, not necessarily God, or not necessarily tied to any specific religion or specific set of beliefs. Maybe you believe in kindness, and that is your spirituality. That's all good. We all have a spiritual side within us that we have to care for just as we do our body and our mind. And when we start to neglect our spiritual self, we may notice changes in our mind and our mindset. And it can also have physical effects on us also. So, what are some things we can do to work on our spiritual self? Now, if some of us do have very strong religious beliefs, I have I have strong religious beliefs. I don't practice everything, but I do have strong beliefs in faith, in just believing in something greater than myself. I have strong beliefs in family. I have strong beliefs in lots of other things. And yes, I am Catholic. I was raised Catholic, and I do have a strong belief in Jesus and God, and that is me, and that is my spiritual self. Others may not have that, and that is okay. But we do have to care for it, whatever it is that we believe in. So let's so if you do have some religious spiritual side, then you know some of the things that you have to do maybe to follow certain practices or follow certain beliefs given by your religious whatever that may be. Now, if you don't, if you are more of a believing in the universe or something bigger or something different other than religion, there are other things we need to do to work on our spiritual self. And I'm going to give you two that I do. Aside from my religious beliefs, I do these two things, one more so than the other. But one that I always make sure that every single day, I practice gratitude. There is something in every day, days, even in the worst days that we are experiencing, where there is something that we can be grateful for. So I try every day to practice gratitude. And now what does that mean? That means that every morning I wake up and I give thanks for a couple of things that I have. And that means at night I give thanks for things that may have happened during the day. Um, it means I practice gratitude with my son, where every night, whether it's myself putting him to bed or my husband, we we do affirmations with my son, and we make him say, "I am grateful." And then we have some others. He says, "I am beautiful, I am awesome, and I can do anything." Just because this is a little off topic, but it's super important, especially for little ones, because my son is 3, and toddlers are so used to hearing no all the time, and you can't do this, you can't do that, don't do this, don't do that, that we wanted to get him saying something positive. Just positive in general and positive about himself, just so he can get used to that. Because so many little ones aren't used to that. So many big ones aren't used to that. We have problems with that too. So that ties into practicing gratitude. We practice it. I practice it amongst myself in giving thanks for things that I'm grateful for, and with my son. If you're not comfortable, praying in gratitude, you can have a gratitude journal. I know a lot of people who every day will just write down 3 things they're grateful for. You don't necessarily have to get into detail about why, but just to jot them down, just so it's something that's brought to your attention, that's something that's positive. So that's one. Practicing gratitude is super, super important because it also helps you to focus on the positive, which we talked about with emotional or mental self-care. That when you focus on the positive, it just helps your overall mindset. So practicing gratitude actually helps you do that. And then another thing that's so important that I'm working on is to set aside alone time, whether it's to just sit in quiet